Okay, you gotta explain something to me, because it's starting to seem like you're cheating. Because there is no reason for you to be this good. Adding David Krejci doesn't suddenly unlock an entire team. Last year, you were first round fodder, and some of us believe you shouldn't even have been in the playoffs. But this year, through a quarter of the season, you have the second best penalty kill in the league. You have the second best power play in the league. You're the best offensive team in the league. You have the second best defense in the league. It doesn't make sense. What did you do? What kind of training? A coaching change doesn't make this much of a difference. What do they have you on? How is it possible? Just tell me. You can tell me, I won't tell anyone else. What is it that makes you so much better this year?
Man, I don't know what to tell you. The vibes have just been phenomenal.
Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team that is a dub. The 13th dub in a row on home ice. We are extending that NHL record. Ooh, that felt really nice to say. It felt really nice to watch. A absolute battle of Goliaths in this one. I know everyone's saying Tampa's not what they used to be, yada, yada, yada. I don't care. That team comes to play us. They are a team that has had our number for the past 5 or 6 years. They really have. They've been the better team in our matchups. It's just nice to get these wins over them. We got to do it in the playoffs, but for it to be a real rivalry, you got to beat them sometimes. And lately, it's been all them. But now, it doesn't look that way, does it? We beat them 5-3 a little over a week ago, and they brought it to us. They brought it to us again. Their offense, their power play is terrifying. But the defense and depth and goaltending are all still trying to figure it out, which a lot of that correlates with each other. But the team's beatable. The Tampa Bay Lightning are beatable. Every team's beatable. Well, I don't know. I don't know about this team, am I right? Somewhere in this video, I am going to put this, which is me saying, we are the Gauntlet. I forgot to say it. That was really embarrassing. But anyway, the team is beatable, especially when they're coming off of a back-to-back in Buffalo. I believe they were in Buffalo. Maybe they were home. But they won 6-5 in overtime at an absolute track meet. This was a game that I looked at as win this because you're supposed to. Tampa's not playing as well as you right now. They're coming off a back-to-back. You're in your barn. That's a winnable game. And boy, howdy, we won it. For us, Strawman goes through waivers. It's a cap move to get Forbort back in the lineup after he went on the IR. With Strawman down there and Riley down there, we have around $36,000 in cap space. We are cutting that close. So Forbort's back in the lineup, so is Freddie. We are second in power play percentage, second in penalty kill percentage, shockingly, because we've been so bad lately. Second in goals allowed per game, first in goals for per game. We are pretty good. We're having a good little stretch here. Swayman's going to get the start, but Montgomery wanted us to know that Olmark could have been ready if he wanted to be. He did back up Swayman, so that's abundantly clear. You wouldn't do that unless the guy's ready to play. Hall staying down on that third line. Something I raise an eyebrow to, but I can't really argue with the results right now. Zacha stays on the second on that left wing position. Frederick is going to go back onto the right of Coyle on the third line. McAvoy and Lindholm are going to be a pair in this one. They're going to slot in together as that first pairing. Then you're going to have Forbort Clifton, who is the second or the third. They were listed as the third for this, but their minutes don't always say that. And then Grizz Carlo as technically your second pairing. I love our defense when it's healthy. I just love it so much. Pasternak saw a 9-game point streak end tonight, which is a bummer, but he certainly did help in the win. And the Bruins, like I mentioned, 12-0-0 at home going into this one, now 13-0-0. We have a 20-game streak, regular season and playoffs combined, of winning at home. That is crazy. I believe the record is 24 if you can combine seasons like that. I believe it's 24. We'll see how that goes. Oh my gosh, I almost didn't say it. 79-3 Dream still alive. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you everyone for all the support. Join the Discord and Twitter. Twitter hasn't died yet, so jump in. Say hello to me. But join the Discord. It continues to pop off. We'll leave that alone. Puck drops! 107 in. It's a beautiful start. We do survive about 30 seconds of them taking the puck right to our zone and start cycling that around. Our defensive structure, particularly in the first, phenomenal. Just gorgeous. They could not get anything through. Even though we didn't get to control a ton of the play, we were locking it down whenever they came our way. We go down the ice, though. Counterattack. Frederick wins a board battle against Victor Hedman, because we all would assume that would happen. Pass up to Carlo at the right point, who just skates his way into the high center of the blue line and smashes us down the slot. And Hall is there for the tip. It's gorgeous. It beats Vasilevsky. 5-hole, 1-0, just over a minute into the game. It's a good start. You'd rather take the first than concede the first. You always get a little nervous, though, because you're like, oh, God, we scored so early. Are we already going to hit on the brakes? We should know by now this team doesn't push on the brakes. It's just not the way they work. We are going to have a couple moments in this first. Jack spends about a full minute making fun of Pat Maroon's weight. Now, look, I've talked about making the Fat Pat Banged Your Mom shirts for literal years now. But this I found pretty unprofessional. Is it funny? Sure, it is, because Pat Maroon's kind of used to it, and he's already had his jokes with it and everything. So, like, he's part of it. It feels unprofessional. It feels unnecessary. I'm not, like, offended by the fact that Jack went and did this whole stuff, but it's not the Jack that I want to hear. That was really disappointing and kind of frustrating. It was a little funny, though. So, you give and take, you know? Mac is going to get hit by a truck midway through this first, and it's scary, man. More scary moments, because I didn't see exactly how it happened. It was so fast, and I thought he got hit in the eye. And every time there's an eye injury, I worry that's a career-ending injury, because that's one of the few places that you really could, just by the wrong angle, lose your whole career. So that was scary. He's got a shiner and a half that's going to brighten up over the next couple days, but he's going to be fine. He comes out for his next shift. 3:40 left. Marchand is going to go for tripping. It's a bad play to make. Goes down a little soft, but that's absolutely trip 100% of the time. We do get a chance on this, actually. We're on the penalty kill, and McAvoy with just an absolute dart through the neutral zone up to DeBrusk, who's splitting the defense on that offensive blue line. Flings himself up. Shorthanded breakaway. He gets stoned. Sergachev pressures him from behind, so he doesn't get to do it cleanly. Vasi, he's able to make the save. Hell of a pass from McAvoy. 1-0 after one. Confidence feels good. It was a good period. We would take another period like that. We scored a goal. We took the lead. It's been a strong display so far. The second period was the complete opposite. Although a strong display by both teams, Tampa would have very happily taken another second period. They would have very happily taken it. 9 minutes in, this note is basically, it's missed chances back and forth for both teams. They're getting the majority of them, or so I thought, but each side does have these chances. It's just Tampa's controlling the pace of play a lot better. 2:34 left. That's right, we're jumping all the way down. 2:34 left. Zacha's going to go for interference, which is more of a Lightning player falling down than anything. And it's really weird because they have completely swallowed their whistles this game and are letting absolute maniacal violent actions happen left and right. So this call happens. And our penalty kill we're going to talk about. But boy, howdy, it's not really their fault. Excellent puck movement. Just wonderful puck movement. Opens up the left dot for Stammer. And Stamkos just patented blast. Hammers this one past Swayman. No dice. The struggle here, the frustration is, A, was that really a good call? No. B, Carlo failed the clearance when him and Marchand crashed into each other on the penalty kill. More open ice on the penalty kill. Somehow still hit each other. So the puck stayed in and eventually got in the back of our net. I'm not blaming Carlo solely. Marchand's part of this collision too. But not not great. And Carlo has been a whipping boy for criticism over the past couple weeks. If we weren't winning so much, I think it'd be a much louder criticism. I like Carlo. I don't think he's been at his best for a few of these games. Let's just go with that. Third period. We lead the league in goal differential in the third. Why not this one? And yeah, why not this one? 107 in. Pasta taken down right in front of the ref because apparently that's what it's going to take. We are going to the power play. We give up a shorthanded breakaway by Hagel. So, thank God he misses the net on that. Scoring chances back the other way. Hagel blocks 3 shots. Crazy sequence. Hagel paid the price, but boy howdy did he help his team. Second unit comes out. Face off. Board battle. And Zacha wins the board battle. His board play has been impeccable. Puck fed to Lindholm, high slot, who feeds Foligno, passing right in front of Vasilevsky, but he can't handle the puck well enough to get one past Vasi. Vasi falls forward. Foligno's going to wrap around the net, realizes, wait, hold on, this is a moment, chucks the puck back up the slot over Vasi, and Hall is the lucky recipient who has a wide open net where Vasi almost gets there again. The guy's an animal. But it gets past him. We're up 2-1. That is all it will take. It's some scary play in the third. The final 10 minutes, it's really picked up intensity, but the scoring chances are there. Neither goalie's allowing them. Swayman did not have to be sharp the whole game, but he was sharp when he needed to be, particularly on a 2-on-1 that he had an excellent push, full splits, pad save. Oh, gorgeous. Swayman has been much better than his season stats show. 4:30 left, and Pasternak buries Nemesnikov before getting the puck pushed up to him to allow a 2-on-1 where he feeds Zacha, who has a wide open net, and he misses it. He is the king of almost on this team. He really is. It used to be DeBrusque. No, it's Zacha. This did not come back to haunt us, thank God. Neither did Carlo, missing the open net when Vasi got pulled with about 1:10 left. Missed the open net from the right point. That's tough too. But Marchand, although he was definitely looking to try to pass it, does eventually put it into the empty net for a 3-1 final. That's a dub. That's a dub. Game notes. Let's start with a positive one. Swayman, if you don't count the Ottawa game, has a .932 save percentage on the season. Right now, he's after this game, I think he's at a .902, somewhere around there. He has a .939 over his last 6 appearances. One of those appearances included coming in for Ullmark for 6 saves out of 6 shots. People are looking at his season numbers, and they're thinking that he's just fallen off or that he's not the guy that we thought he was or all this stuff. Guys, that's not the case. He has been impeccable for multiple appearances. He's been very, very good. Sure, it's a small sample size, but that argument goes both ways. And if 6 out of your 8 appearances are phenomenal, then, I don't know what we're doing. He's been really good, and I think he deserves a lot of respect for that. I'm really curious to see how he continues the season and how that tandem is brought out because Ullmark has really took hold of that first spot and should remain to get the majority of the starts. Our penalty kill. Over the past 7 games, including tonight, the penalty kill has killed 20 of their 31 shorthanded situations. That is a 64.5% kill rate, which would be dead last in the league, I think. I didn't even look that up, but it's got to be way down there. We are allowing a goal on over 1/3 of our penalties. We have allowed 4 even strength goals through those 7 games. One of them was an empty net. We've allowed 3 even strength goals that were not into an empty net over 7 games. If the penalty kill was at 75%, I guess it doesn't matter because we've won 6 out of those 7. Or, wait. I can't remember. We've won the majority of those games. Still, though, the penalty kill cannot be the weakness. It cannot be. Because that gets real scary. Real scary come playoff time. Power play's been a lot better, though. A game like this, Hall really needed, I feel like. But I also really want to shout out Zacha. Both of them played excellent. There's a lot of people I could shout out right now. Zacha, although he's missing wide open nets for fun, has been tremendous on the boards, has been fast up and down the ice, forechecks hard, and although he doesn't make the right decision all the time, he's frustrating at moments, I would rather have him than Howlow right now, and that's not even close. We'll see what happens with the new contract, all that kind of stuff, how much we really want to keep him around, whatever. I am genuinely happy with Zaka at the moment. I think that was a great, shrewd move to get a little bit younger, give yourself a chance with another guy. We'll see what happens in the long run, but right now he makes this team better, and I think that's important to have guys like that. Especially when you can bump him up to a top 6 role on the left side, or toss him down to the third and still be pretty happy with his performance. So, nice to see. All right, guys, that does it for me. Like, comment, subscribe. Next game is Saturday, I think. Crazy. We have the 100th episode of the Short Shift Pod. I was not on for all 100, so I don't know exactly how long I've been doing it. But the 100th episode we are shooting tomorrow night. Should go up Thursday. Just kind of neat. Check it out, Short Shift Podcast. Those boys do a great job. Thomas does a great job with editing. Andrew does a great job pissing me off. It's good stuff. It's good stuff all around. I think that's everything. Go Bees!